Welcome, Leo. We are going to look into what is next in love for you. We are going to be looking at the qualities of your new person. I'm going to put my list up here so I can remember. The qualities of your new person, who they remind you of, the shadow aspects of yourself that you may need to deal with so that you can call this person in, and the qualities that they're going to absolutely love about you. And let's get started. I'm sorry, last night I started one and got interrupted and I had to quit. So we're going to get started back again today. We're going to look at Leo's new person coming in. Who is this new person coming in? Spirit, we ask that we only get the highest and best for Leo. Please show us a new person coming in. No old energies, please. We have the Judgment in reverse. We're going to get a few more cards on this. A new person coming in for Leo. This may be someone who is kind of ignoring Spirit's call to come up a little bit higher or take the high road on something. Yeah, they're kind of lying to themselves. We're going to get more qualities, but I like to look at what they're going through emotionally, kind of help you know what's coming or to avoid what's coming if you change your vibe. And you can do that and call in something different. But this is someone who is not really being very honest with themselves right now, not living their authentic self. Spirit is working with them, dealing with them, trying to help them step up into a higher place. Give me more qualities for Leo's person, please. Give me more qualities for Leo's person. How can they recognize this person? Yeah, I think that they have been probably juggling some people, maybe have more than one person. They're just not, they need to stop. They need to stop what they're doing and really think about what they're doing. I think they're wanting to probably avoid some type of confrontation. They need to think about what it is that they want to have in their life. This person feels very confused, okay? And we're going to see why that they may show up in your world. But this new person, Leo, sorry. 1 second, please. This person for Leo, please. This person for Leo. Give me more on the qualities of this person for Leo. They may be in a self-indulgent energy, maybe kind of thinking about themselves. Yeah, I'm not really caring for this person, Leo. That's not great. Now let's look at who they may remind you of. So sometimes people come into our lives and they really remind us of other people that we've known in the past or that we've dealt with in the past. Who might they remind you of? And this doesn't have to be an ex-lover or anything like that. This could just be a friend or someone that you knew a long time ago. Who might they remind you of? This may be a fire sign in your past that they remind you of. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Someone who gets really excited, who gets a lot of ideas, who gets really inspired by things. But someone who has difficulty confronting things, as in they just avoid conflict and they don't want to have the hard conversations, and then they get stuck in situations and then they don't know how to get out. Could be even you that it reminds you of. I don't know. They don't know how to get out of these situations because they don't want to hurt someone or hurt their feelings, so they just keep lots of different things going at once and they get themselves in all kinds of trouble, not meaning to, just not wanting to hurt people. And then it looks like they're a player, you know the kind. Who else might they remind you of? A Queen of Cups, someone who is very loving and nurturing and kind. Someone in your past that whoops, that is offers their love very easily, is open emotionally, allows people in, but then they're just a little bit too open with their love. You know, they're as not as available as they may seem, and then that's how they get themselves into all kinds of trouble. Okay, so this is who they may remind you of, Leo, when you meet this person. Now let's look at the shadow aspects of you that you need to work on, your vibration that you might need to work on that would either block this union, or maybe why you're calling this union in, because it's going to trigger some things in you and cause some growth in you. What are the shadow aspects of you that you might need to work on? What are the shadow aspects of you that you might need to work on? What are your shadow aspects? Having a difficult time walking away from things that you've invested a lot of time in, letting things go, giving up, like seeing when it's time to quit. You may have a very difficult time seeing, it's time to quit. Like, but you just keep giving into the situation and giving into the situation and giving into. That is something that you need to be working on at this time, where you're either waiting on this person or maybe a new person. This is what you need to clean up, I think, because I'm not really crazy about the person in your outer circle right now that may be coming into your inner circle in a relationship. I'm not really crazy about the energy that they're holding. They seem super confused and they're ignoring spirits guidance. They're ignoring their higher self, and they're just kind of being a little bit self-indulgent, lying to themselves, just not being honest, not really thinking things through, probably afraid of confrontation, reminding you of this other person who just gets excited about things and gets themselves in all kinds of trouble. But what's going to come up for you, what this person, if they do come into your experience, it is going to trigger that issue in you where you just don't, Leo, you just don't know when to quit. You just don't know when enough is enough. What else? Something around, sorry, I got to sneeze now. I'm having all kinds of interruptions. Sorry. Excuse me. Two of Cups. They may remind you of another situation, a breakup, something that did not end well, a disconnection, something that you weren't able to disconnect from. It may bring up a lot of those issues, those past issues that you had around that, Leo. And what else might this shadow side? What's the shadow side of this? Might this bring up for you? Being unfair, like things feeling unfair, and also needing to apologize for something that happened in the past, refusing to admit fault or refusing to look at maybe your part in the situation. It's going to open all that back up for you, Leo, which is not bad because, when relationships come in like this, they're a teaching relationship. So they're asking you to evolve and grow spiritually. But that's what this is going to, if you don't work on it now, this person will come on in and it's going to stir up all this stuff for you. So go ahead and be working on it now, and hopefully you clean that up, and either this person steps into a different energy or it's someone else altogether. I'm not really getting what sign this may be, but I will definitely try to find that out. Now let's look at the qualities, the beautiful qualities about you that they will be attracted to. What are the beautiful qualities about Leo that this person will be attracted to? What are the beautiful qualities about Leo that this person will be attracted to? How committed you are. Like, you stay really committed and you don't do this thing that they do. Like, you're not afraid of the hard conversations. You don't fear conflict. You don't fear having to have those hard talks. You don't fear being basically being adult about things, being an adult. You're not afraid of that. Like, you can face that head on. It's like, okay, we need to talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's put this out on the open and talk about this. And they really admire how committed you are to things, where this is their issue. They're really wishy-washy in their, it's not that I don't think that they don't want to be committed. It's just commitment takes someone who can have hard conversations, who can work through things, who can, go the long distance, who can know that a relationship just isn't all just, cookies and cream. I have no idea why I'm saying that, but it's not all roses, it's like there'll come things that, as shadow aspects of both of you start to come up, you have to work through them. And that's just what it is. And you're not afraid of that. And you stick with it. And one of the shadow aspects of you that you do need to work on is to know when enough's enough. Like you hang on to it just a little bit too long. You give into it just a little too much, too long. Look at all these bowls. You can't see this, but every single card, they all came in reverse, but every single card has these bowls, and they're all turned upside down. They're all spilt. One has fire. One has air in it. One of them has fire in it, one has water in it, and one has air in it. I just find that interesting. These are all your shadow aspects. You know what? And I think this is kind of saying too, like, you just pour out, like, you waste so much of your passion. You waste so much of your emotion. And you waste so much of your thought energy on people who don't give back to you. You just keep pouring it out and keep pouring it out and keep pouring it out, Leo. You pour all these things out into people who are not investing back. And I don't like to look at a relationship as an investment, but you have to look at where you're putting your thoughts and your energy and your love. And it's okay to love everyone unconditionally, but if you're going to be in something, building something, you want to be doing it together, and there needs to be an equal give and take, an equal exchange. But you don't know when to stop. You just keep loving, you just keep pouring out, you just keep crying over this person, you just keep trying, you keep trying, you keep trying. You may have a fear of failure. Like, no, this has to work. Leo, look at that, okay? You do have options. I just saw that 7 of Cups on the back. They also love about you that you are not, flighty. Like, you're not in and out of someone's life. When you're there, Leo. Look, this is a Leo card right here. But they love that you're not just, all, even though you're a fire sign, you're not just spontaneous and irresponsible and don't think things through. Not saying that being spontaneous is always irresponsible. It's not. Being spontaneous can be great, but not at the detriment of other people, not at hurting them or confusing them or disregarding their feelings. You don't do that. You don't do that. But I do think that this person kind of still does. That's why they admire these qualities about you so much, because you are all the things that Spirit is trying to get them to be, Leo. You are all the qualities that they haven't mastered yet. And that's why they're so attracted to you. But they're going to really test you, Leo. And some of you are already in I feel like some of you watching are already in this dynamic. They're really going to test you on how much are you going to put. You're so committed. Like, you jump in there and you just won't quit. But when will you learn when enough is enough? When do you draw the line and say, I'm worth more than this? I deserve more than this. I choose wisely where to pour in my time, energy, thoughts, passion, love. I choose wisely where to invest that. I don't just give it to anyone and everyone. Now, I'm not talking about unconditional, like, love everyone, okay? That's fine. But not everyone can reciprocate that for you or are willing to reciprocate that for you. And Spirit is not asking you to just keep giving and giving and giving. There needs to be an equal balance and equal give and take. It just does. And you can love from a distance, but it doesn't mean you have to let everyone in. You don't have to be open and vulnerable to every single person just because you want to be loving and kind. No, you be discerning about who you give your love to. It's valuable. You are valuable. Cherish it. And if they want to jump in there with you and they value themselves and they value you, then they're going to want to give just as much. And it's not going to be you just killing yourself over here. Okay, Leo? I hope that helps you. And join me next Tuesday if you want a chance at a 5-minute reading. I'm going to do a live on Tuesday at 11 in the morning, Central Standard Time. And you can join me and just put your question in, and I'm just going to randomly pick. I don't have many viewers at all right now, so there's a very high chance that you will get a 5-minute reading. I hope this helps, and I'll see you on the next one.